Hello and welcome to episode 6, isn't it? I think it's 6 of A Build a Day. Today, I decided to build a sort of small wizard tower, mostly because I haven't had much time. I've got a major coursework deadline coming up tomorrow. That's fun. Yay. Need to do work tonight. That's awesome. As well as record another YouTube video before my parents go to sleep so I don't disturb them. So that is going to be a rush. It should be fine. But I basically have like an hour to do that, roughly. Give or take, a little bit. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter for now. But yeah, today we're building a wizard tower. Oh no. Oh, I dropped something. Oh well. Yeah, onwards. Today we're building a wizard's tower. So it's based off of one that I have in my creative world, my creative testing world, that I use to design everything from sort of just random testing things, like see does this block combination work, shape work, better my building skills essentially, and also build things for sort of survival worlds. I've got a high pixel base for Skyblock in there. That's coming along slowly. Yeah, building that with one of my mates. That's yeah, it's pretty fun actually. It's turning out quite nice. So that's sort of that's what I use it for. And a while ago, I had a sort of survival world that I wanted to build in a certain style. So quite simple, but also with like a focus on properly improving my interior skills and bettering my detail and sort of improving in sort of some of the areas where I'm not necessarily bad, but I can definitely improve. So that was the idea, and it's centered around this, where I had a cobblestone base, stripped spruce sort of framing, oak wood as the walls, windows, shutters, etc. I had deep slate roofs, cobbled deep slate roof, spruce slab trim, and then in sort of the center of a few buildings, I had like a little tower with like a pointed cone roof, I guess. I don't know what the exact shape is because the gradient of the slope gets steeper. But it was sort of around that style, and I was trying to figure out a building to put my sort of enchanting setup in. I was racking my brain over this thing, and I came up with a wizard's tower. So this is roughly what I came up with. It's I think, a 7 diameter circle with a 5x5 square above the cobblestone base, and then the walls go out one, concrete, light grey concrete powder, and then a slowly increasing roof, and then I did just pretty simple interior. It's quite cramped, a spiral staircase. Obviously, you gotta have a spiral staircase. It's a wizard's tower. Can't not have sort of a spiral staircase. But the thing that I sort of wanted to build on this one was sort of some like magical, sort of swirly magic thingies around it, which I have in the creative world, that I never ended up building in the survival world because I just couldn't collect the glass. There was just so much glass, so many different dyes. I mean, I had to collect so much purple dye and magenta dye, and then get all the glass, and then have some glass panes to then sort of slap on the outside to sort of give it like a cloudy feeling. And it was just like, then I had to figure out, right, I'm gonna have to do this, loads of dirt scaffolding, and it got blown way out of proportion. I was like, I'm not doing this, and I would have done it here because this is creative, we can do that easily. However, I am pressed for time, so today I have to record 2 YouTube videos, this one and tomorrow's one, and I have to get film coursework deadline done, as I mentioned. So I was like, I can't do that. So I was like, right, let's just make it as simple as possible. Let's just build the tower, and then we can make another build that sort of focuses on that sort of glass style, that sort of glass cloud sort of magic style. Here we are doing the interior. As you can see, it's really simple. It's literally bookcases as the walls, a lantern in the center of the room, some trapdoors, and a slab as the floor, and an enchanting table. That is the interior. That is it. Now we're doing sort of the finishing touches on the outside. I forgot to do the shutters on the ground floor, so that was a bit embarrassing when I figured out that there was no windows. That was interesting. Now we're adding the path, doing some landscaping. So in the last video, I mentioned that you can sort of make a build feel like it fits in the world with very simple landscaping. And I mentioned bone mealing and leaves. So what I've done here is I've got bone mealed it about, removed the double tall grass and the flowers, and then I've added sort of some leaves, sort of as vines or bushes growing up the side of it, and these sort of 2 little trees, and they sort of solidify it in its own little world, and it works, I think, quite well. Obviously, now the video's ended, so enjoy these cinematic-y, I guess, showcasey things, and I'll see you tomorrow.